Welcome back to the Deep Thinking Show, where we slow down, think clearly, and talk about the things that actually matter. Today, we're exploring an important question. What happens when we finally stop living on autopilot and start thinking more deeply about our choices, our habits, and our direction in life? Join our two speakers, Lena and Ray, on a conversation that might open your mind, challenge your assumptions, and help you grow your English, and maybe even yourself. Let's get into it.
1. Opening scene. The pause we forget to take. You know what I realized this morning? Most of us live accidentally. We wake up, scroll, rush, repeat. But we almost never stop and ask, why am I doing any of this?
Oh, absolutely. It feels like life is a playlist on shuffle. Things just happen, one after another, and we don't question anything unless something breaks.
Exactly. And because of that, we rarely take those deep, reflective pauses, the kind that change the direction of your entire week, or even your entire life.
Yeah, the pause is missing. And it's funny because that pause is free. We just don't give ourselves permission to take it.
2. When thought actually changes your mood. Have you ever noticed how one thought, just one, can shift your whole mood?
Oh, yeah. Like when you suddenly remember something smart someone told you years ago, and it hits differently now.
Exactly. Or when you ask yourself a better question, something simple like, what if I tried again? Or, what if it's not as bad as I think? Suddenly, your whole chest feels lighter.
Totally. I think the problem isn't that people can't think deeply. It's that they don't think deeply long enough for it to change them.
That's the key. Deep thinking takes time. It's like brewing tea. You can't dip the tea bag for 1 second and expect flavor. 3. The fear of slow moments.
You know what's crazy? People get uncomfortable with silence. One little quiet moment, and we immediately reach for a screen.
Because silence invites thought, and thought invites uncomfortable truths.
Oof, say it again.
People don't want to meet themselves. That's the real issue. They're scared to face their own minds, so they stay busy.
And then they call it being productive.
Right? But sometimes the most productive thing you can do is sit down and ask yourself, what am I actually doing with my life? 4. Deep thinking isn't complicated, it's honest.
People think deep thinking means philosophy books or long journals. But honestly, deep thinking is just honesty.
That's it. Raw honesty. Like, is this relationship growing me? Does this job fit who I am becoming? Am I living a life I respect?
Those questions hit harder than any textbook.
Because they're real. They're connected to your actual life, not just ideas. 5. The moment you realize you're different now.
Have you ever looked at something you used to love, but now it doesn't feel like you anymore?
Oh yes. That's how you know you've grown. When your old habits feel too small for the person you're becoming.
It's kind of like outgrowing clothes. They didn't do anything wrong. They just don't fit anymore.
Right. And deep thinking helps you notice that. If you don't reflect, you keep wearing emotional clothes that are 2 sizes too small. 6. Why people avoid thinking about their life.
I think people avoid deep thinking because they know it will demand change.
Exactly. And change is uncomfortable, even when it's good.
Like cleaning a messy room. You know it'll be amazing when you finish, but the starting part feels overwhelming.
And you don't want to see how messy it actually is.
Yep, but deep thinking is the mental version of cleaning a room.
7. The most important question of the episode. Okay, here's a question I love to ask myself. What is one small thing I can do today that my future self will thank me for?
Oh, that's good.
It doesn't need to be big, just meaningful.
Mine would be, what am I pretending not to know? That one always hits me in the chest,
Ray, that's brutal.
but so clarifying.
8. The danger of shallow thinking. Shallow thinking is dangerous because it feels normal.
Yes, it's like eating junk food. It tastes good but gives you nothing.
If you never think deeply, you can live 30 years without actually growing.
That's wild. Like aging is automatic. Growth is not.
9. When deep thinking leads to big decisions.
Have you ever made a huge decision because of just one moment of clarity?
Oh yeah, I once changed my whole career because of a single quiet morning, sitting in a cafe, writing in my notebook, and I suddenly thought, wait, I don't want this life.
Those are the moments that change everything. But they only come when you give yourself the space to think.
10. Deep thinking in a distracted world.
Honestly, we live in a world that profits when we don't think deeply.
Exactly. If you're distracted, you buy more, compare more, consume more, and question less.
Deep thinking is rebellion.
A peaceful one, but powerful. 11. How to practice deep thinking.
Okay, let's get practical. How can someone practice deep thinking?
3 things. 1. Ask better questions. 2. Sit with the answer long enough. 3. Be honest, even when it hurts.
That's so good. I'd add 4. Make time for silence. 5. Protect your attention like a precious resource.
Because it is. 12. A thought experiment for listeners. Let's give listeners a little challenge.
Ooh, yes.
Take 1 minute after this episode and ask yourself, what is one truth about my life I've been avoiding?
And whatever comes up first, that's the real one.
13. What deep thinkers understand.
People who think deeply understand cause and effect. They know their habits shape their future.
They understand people better too. They listen more. They react less.
Deep thinking makes you calmer.
And wiser. 14. when thinking becomes breakthrough.
What's your biggest breakthrough from deep thinking?
That I'm allowed to change. I don't have to stay who I was last year or even last month.
That's such a powerful realization.
What about you?
Mine was that not everything deserves my energy. Some battles are better left unfought.
15. Leaving listeners with something real. If we're really honest, most people don't need a new life plan. They just need a new thought.
Exactly. One deep idea can transform everything.
So here it is. You don't need permission to become the person you feel called to be.
Let that sink in. Let it echo. Let it guide you.
Thank you for joining us on the Deep Thinking Show. Remember, deep thinking isn't complicated. It's courageous. It's the quiet choice to meet yourself honestly and to build a life that feels true to who you are. Come back for the next episode. Until then, think deeply,